Hi, welcome. Week 4. This is our section on our movements of our dragon form. And as previous weeks, you have 2 more moves. We're going to look at single whip and shoulder stroke this week. Now, difference you'll notice with these 2 moves, as opposed to previous moves in the form, you've gone from left to right. But this time you're going to be moving to your left and you're going to stay on the left. So you're going to move into the left for a single whip and then stay there. You will be moving the feet into a parallel stance, but we're not going to be turning again to the right. So a little bit of a difference this time. And these moves, as the previous moves, they flow. So, check out our principles section and what we're going to look at there is about how we can flow with the movement of the body. But for the time being, we're focusing on our movement section. So enjoy. So our first move being single whip. As you can see, my feet are in bow and arrow stance. I'm stood nice and upright. The hand at the front, this is pushing away. And it wants to be around solar plexus height, so around the middle height of the chest. The opposite arm is to my side. You might be able to open the shoulder a little more and bring the arm back. For you it may have to be a little further forward. And that's okay, but if you can, have the arm out to the side or a little further back. And this might come with practice and with time, maybe using some mobility exercises to help the movement in the shoulder before you start bringing this shoulder back too far. But it's a strong upright posture, hand pressing away in front, hand to the side in a hook. So again from the side here. So again, hips are facing forward, feet are in bow and arrow stance. The arm at the front is pushing away, it's pressing away, it's in this centre line. So maybe a good way of practicing would be in front of a window, a mirror, some sort of reflection, and check where this hand is going. Sometimes people bring it too low, too high, so coming towards this centre line. Now the arm on my right side is as a hook. So again, notice the height of the arm. It can be tempting to keep this quite low, but we'd like it to be the shoulder height. So not too high, certainly not outstretched. It wants to have a bend in the elbow. Try to relax the shoulders. And then the same, looking from a different angle. So my shoulders and my hips are square on. There can be another temptation, which is to make the foot position too narrow, which makes the hips face to the side and not to be square on. So again, this is another good move to help practice the stance of bow and arrow. So if you're able to see yourself in a mirror and you cannot see this hip, so this would be my right hip, then I know that I'm too narrow. I need to bring that foot around so my hips are square on. When I've worked with the hips, check the shoulders are in alignment, because I could still have my hips square but twisting. So I want everything to be square on. Check the height of the arm, make sure the elbow is bent, the wrist is relaxed, the fingertips closed in with the thumb, but I'm not, it's just relaxed. It's just relaxed, it's not tight. Same with the opposite hand, it's pressing away, it's not relaxed too much. It's just there, it's just about right. So let's see where the single whip comes into the dragon form. Commence. Look in the mirror. As week 1. Roll back. Press. So what we looked at at week 2. Withdraw, separate, let's push. Part the horse's mane was last week. Now we turn. This is always transition, moving the body left to right. Make the hook with my right hand, take the left foot round. And stand into single whip. So again. Here, single whip. Single whip. So with the Yang style dragon form, this is the section where we turn, the feet stay where they are, we step in. So we've gone from bow and arrow stance to a parallel stance. My feet are parallel. Now at the moment this right foot hasn't moved, so it's still at this angle, and my arms were still in the same position that they were in single whip. Now this is this transition. Then roll back, and as we turn the body to roll back, bring the right foot to parallel, so it's just turning on the spot. Okay. So we were in single whip, turn the body, step in with the left foot, roll back, and bring that right foot. So both feet are facing forward and the hands have gone over to this left side. Now this is now shoulder stroke. This is by bending the left arm. So the right arm stays where it is. I remind people it's in front of the navel. Make a claw with this left hand and we push our weight over to the right side. Weight being on the left, weight being on the right. Weight being on the left, weight being on the right. So not tipping over to the side, the weight stays upright. From the left to the right. Okay. So single whip, turn, step in with the left foot. Cross as I do so, bring the right foot to parallel. This is a roll back, it's still a transition into shoulder stroke. Bend the left elbow, so notice the palm, the left palm is facing this right side. Weight on this left leg, more so than the right, but it's not fully empty. and push to the right side. Notice that my gaze changes from looking over on this left side to the right. So let's bring that into the form where it all sits. So this part is a transition to bring it into single web. Here's our transition. Step in. The arms over, bring the foot to parallel. Bend the left elbow, your left palm's facing the right side. Shift the weight from left to right. Over to the left again. And that brings us into the next move, which we will look at next week.